My name is Debra O'Gara. My Tlingit name is Dejuk. I'm originally, my family's originally from Wrangell, and I'm with the Teton tribe of the Tlingit Nation. My mom was born and raised in Mountain Village, which is a small Yupik village, fishing village up on the Yukon River. And her mom was a public health nurse, which is how she ended up from Wrangell via New York nursing school up to Mountain Village, and where she married my grandpa, who was born and raised in St. Michael. And even though for most of his adult life, he denied that he was part Yupik, he was fluent and a very high esteemed and well-respected member of the many of the communities throughout the YK Delta, and his name was George Shepard. And so the complexities of our knowledge was running through my family, even despite all their problems. I actually grew up in the Seattle area and went to public school, and came to live in Alaska, Southeast Alaska, approximately 15 years ago. Oh, and I'll just add that I'm much more than a lawyer and a judge and now a PhD student. I'm also an artist, and am learning all sorts of weaving. I weave baskets out of cedar bark and spruce root, and I'm currently a student of chilkat and raven's tail weaving. Yeah, this is Debra, and I'm glad my brave fellow students went first. So I usually am first, but on this one, it's what I've been getting out of the program so far has been really really rewarding. I'm only in my second semester, and I'll tell you, when I first approached this, I thought I'll just get all this coursework over with, and so because what I really want to do is get onto my subject and do the research and then be done. But I'll tell you, I'm going to be really sad when my coursework is done, because I'm learning so much, and the reading every week, and I'm taking a full load with full-time work, so it's like but I am enjoying the classes so much, partly because I'm learning so much more, and to get to be the age that I am, and realize that there is so much out there that I can still learn. And I always have followed the philosophy that we're always learning stuff, but I'll tell you, this program has shown me how much more out there is to learn, and that it's never ending. And I thought this would be the sort of the frosting on my 30-year legal career, but it's really not, because I actually plan on living for at least another 30 years, and I just turned 63 a couple of days ago. So this is going to be so I'm actually looking at a whole nother 30 years that I'll be able to use what I'm learning and keep on learning. So I think probably the one that is the most exciting bit that I'm learning is two things: the expanded worldview that I'm being exposed to through this program, through the classes and the readings, and both faculty and the students that are from all over the place, and different cultures, different tribes, different experiences, and different professions as well. So I think the fact that we're all combined together and learning a new way of thinking, and remembering our indigenous knowledge is really exciting. I think then the other exciting part is that, at least for me, I've grown up in an era where being indigenous has always been not a great thing to be, because all you hear about is poverty and alcoholism and drugs and et cetera, and jail and all the bad statistics. And I'll tell you, I've got all of that in my family. And as I grew up and knew it, not just in the statistics as an adult, but also knew it in my own growing up. And what I'm being exposed to now is a new way of looking at Yes, we have all those things in our history and in our ancestors and in our families, but we also have a resiliency and an ability to be innovative and creative and resilient. So being able to grab hold of that sort of thread and weave that thread into my current worldview is really exciting, which gets me through each week as I'm struggling to keep up with all the work. So thank you.